It's a planet finder, an alien hunter, a voyage to seek out new life and new civilizations in order to answer that age-old question. Is there anybody out there?
You can't look up at all those stars or look at this Kepler first light image with 4.5 million objects in it and not wonder, is there another Earth out there?
The answer, when it's known, will be due to the photometer designed and built by Ball Aerospace for NASA's Kepler mission. Since its launch on March 6, 2009, Kepler has been searching for planets in the habitable zone. Kepler is the largest telescope ever launched by NASA beyond Earth's orbit. A 1.4-meter primary mirror and a photometer so sensitive it can detect variations in light at 20 parts per million. A focal plane array of 42 charged-coupled devices combined to produce 95 million pixels.
John Trelsch, who is the Kepler Program Manager from Ball Aerospace. John?
Thank you, George. Kepler is the most exciting mission that I've had the privilege to work on, and it's been amazing watching the spacecraft hardware come together over the last 3 years. There were over 2,000 people at Ball Aerospace that contributed to this mission. 1.3 million hours of labor were expended by our team. So we had very large optics, probably the largest optical system we've ever built at Ball. We had large structures to hold the optics. We had this 95 megapixel camera. Nobody had ever tried to do something like that before.
The 2,300-pound Kepler spacecraft was also built by Ball Aerospace.
Every mission is built on the previous mission. We learned so much on the initial Hubble launch. We learned more on each of the instruments on Hubble. We learned on Spitzer. Deep Impact was our first mission away from the Earth. Tremendous learning experience. A great success, but Kepler then builds upon what Deep Impact did.
And so far, Kepler has performed flawlessly.
If you do the engineering well, you design it, you test it, you get it on orbit, of course it's going to work. And that's how we do things at Ball. We have the skills, the technology to go explore our solar system and explore the cosmos. And Ball is a very big part of that.
4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis. A final visit to enhance the vision of Hubble into the deepest grandeur of our universe.
30 years after Ball Aerospace began its journey with the Hubble Space Telescope, a picture-perfect launch at Kennedy Space Center on May 11, 2009, sent astronauts back for a final servicing mission.
We've actually been a part here at Ball Aerospace of Hubble since the very beginning.
So you can imagine the touch labor that's gone into these 4 instruments.
From the first days on GHRS to CoStar to correct the Hubble's fuzzy vision, to the just-installed Cosmic Origin Spectrograph and Wide Field Camera 3, Ball has been involved with Hubble since the earliest days of the telescope.
The telescope is an international program, and there's certainly scientific participation across the planet. And Ball builds the most important part of the telescope, the scientific instruments.
But servicing Mission 4 almost didn't happen. Following completion of COS and Wide Field, NASA canceled the 4th servicing mission. Ball's instruments were placed in storage indefinitely, until a new NASA administration reinstated the servicing mission for 2008. But just weeks before liftoff, a data system aboard Hubble malfunctioned, causing yet another delay. At the same time, NASA had tasked Ball with still more work, building a large number of tools for the astronauts' tool repair kit.
Whenever they're retraining at the Neutral Buoyancy Lab in Houston, we have folks there to assist them, to answer questions, and also to bring some of their advice back to the factory so that we can optimize the equipment that they're going to use, whether it be the tool or the instrument itself.
Even before launch, the servicing mission was considered the most complex ever undertaken by astronauts. And on the first spacewalk, a bolt holding Wide Field Camera 2 in place for 16 years refused to budge.
So increasing the torque up to 45 inch-pounds, that was not able to release the bolt either.
We had 4 sets of contingency plans ready to go. We were on the 4th one.
Just before we break the A-latch, which is a game-ending activity, so we ought to try that short adjustable.
The stuck bolt gave way, and the new camera was installed. But 2 days later, another snag during repairs to the Space Telescope Imaging Spectrograph, or STIS. NASA immediately tracked down Ball for advice.
We were on the phone, we were pulling drawings. We called back here to the people we had left here. This was Sunday morning, by the way. So we were pulling drawings on the Sunday morning. We had pictures of what the actual hardware looked like. And we eventually ended up calling the original technician who had installed the hardware at Goddard. He's a Ball employee, but he had installed it at Goddard. And he was able to give us the information we needed in order to tell the astronauts how to fix the problem.
We're all happy to report that STIS has come back with a good aliveness test.
Hubble threw us a few curves, and I think it's really a testament to the whole team on board here, on board Atlantis, and of course on the ground.
When the 13-day mission ended, astronauts had accomplished even more than NASA had originally hoped, restoring the telescope to the apex of its capabilities.
The Hubble is a brand new telescope today. It is completely different than it was before the servicing mission for.
We certainly are very pleased to have the SM4 STS 125 crew here.
The one thing about this company, and I do like to get out here, is because this company gives me the best of the best people.
Scientists here on the ground can say that they were every bit as much participating in the repair of the Hubble telescope as these astronauts. And all the instruments on the Atlantis were from here at Ball.
The universe is a different place due to the information that's come from Hubble Space Telescope, and we were a big part of that. You want people that are dedicated to mission success and doing what they do best. And that's what we have here at Ball.